Bueno, continuamos en el Centro Espacial Kennedy y a menos de 24 horas del lanzamiento de la misión Artemis I, tengo el privilegio de poder hablar con uno de los socios internales y partners de la NASA, que es la Agencia Espacial Italiana. En este caso me acompaña su director general, presidente o director general. Presidente de la Agencia Espacial Italiana, Giorgio Saccoccia. Giorgio, how are you?
Very well.
Excited?
Of course I am. It's such a moment. I think for people working in this field is fantastic.
Can you believe that we got to this point?
Of course, we trusted that we were getting here, but it's always an incredible and unique moment.
Tell me, you are in the Italian Space Agency since 2019?
19, correct, yes. May.
And what are the main contributions of the Italian Space Agency to Artemis?
Well, Italy is a major country supporter of the Artemis program from the very beginning. We joined the Artemis Accord among the first group of countries, but already even before joining the Artemis Accord, we subscribed, for example, the participation to the Lunar Gateway, which is a key element of Artemis, and Italy is providing. Its main contractor of the largest habitable module, IHAB, of the Lunar Gateway, and contributes heavily to others, Element, Esprit, etc. And this happened through the European Space Agency. Today, with this first launch, we will, as you possibly know, we will also demonstrate the European Service Module of Orion, and there again, Italy is providing a great contribution in areas like power production, supply of life support, oxygen, nitrogen, water, thermal control, structure, so a lot of elements. But what Italy does for the Artemis program goes also to a direct collaboration to the United States, to NASA. ASI and NASA have signed agreements. And our target is to provide among the very first surface elements of the lunar infrastructure. What we are offering at the moment is the idea of what we call a logistic and scientific module that we can produce thanks to the experience of our industry of providing similar modules for the International Space Station.
What's going on with Italy that it's leading, because it's basically a powerhouse in terms of space globally.
That's very kind of you.
And you manage the entire value chain, from transportation with rockets to infrastructure. So I know Italy is doing a lot of efforts and even responsible space in the responsible use of space, right?
Absolutely. Well, Italy has a long tradition in space activities. We started back in the 60s, and after this long path, we are among the few countries in the world that, as you said, can operate in every application sector of space. Of course, it's important, as you just mentioned, also to take particular care of the responsible, sustainable use of space. Not by chance, we are really a leader in the area of Earth observation. Earth observation is the field of space activities that I would say best support the sustainability for our planet, as you can imagine. But in addition, we are also very attentive and very involved in the management of the environment around the planet Earth. For example, we are promoting the development of a tracking system for objects around the Earth, which could be space debris or even other type of threats that we could get from space. But it's just a few of the long list of contributions that we try to do.
And I understand this responsible use of space goes hand to hand with the chance that what's going to happen in Milan in 2024 with the IIC, correct? You're hosting the International Astronautical Congress.
We will host the International Astronautical Congress in 2024. Is actually something that we are particularly proud of, because we were assigned this important moment only last year. It was something that I have to say personally, I was really trying to promote and support myself. So I take it also as a personal contribution. In ISE is a moment where really all the countries, all the how can I say, organization interested in space activities get together. So we are looking forward a moment in 2024 when they will come to Milan, all the countries, and the subject, just go back to what you said, is space for sustainability, which is really, really key.
Tell me, Giorgio, how is the daily, because from the West, from here we see ESA, right? So as a single entity, but we know that it's conformed with a lot of countries and a lot of space agencies. How is the day-to-day work between those agencies?
Well, I have to say it's a kind of magic, if you want, because to make possible within ESA the collaboration of 22 countries, and there will be more in the future, is a delicate equilibrium of collaboration, sometimes interests that diverge. And the way to work all this, first of all, it has a long tradition. But the way to work for all this is thanks to the good dialogue that we have continuously with the other agencies, national agencies, with the other countries, and with the executive of ESA. All this has to match and fit together in moments like the one we will have this year with the ESA ministerial conference to decide the new investment, but every moment basically of the collaboration within ESA. Italy is a third contributor, growing, I would say, of the agency. We were among the founding members, so sorry, ASI. So it's something that we not only know how to do, but we like to do it because it's an amplifier.
It's on a daily basis collaboration, or you have monthly meetings, weekly meetings? Or is like something that flows depending on the project?
It's a very complex structure because ESA works through. Of course, there is a council where all the head of delegation. I'm the head of delegation for Italy, but of course we have CNESTI, LARG, the other countries and agencies that are represented there, and these type of meetings happen every 3 months, say something like this. But then we have a number of program boards dedicated to the single field of applications, and there again there are a certain number of meetings in the year. But of course, it's not the meeting in the moment; it's the path to get there that is based on a daily working interaction.
The Italian Space Agency not only is part of ESA or ESA and works with all the different agencies in Europe, but also you have collaborations with South America.
Absolutely.
For example, in my country, Argentina, the Southern Fleet. How is that collaboration going?
I mean, how could it be differently, considering the link between Italy and Argentina?
Of course.
Yes, I mentioned before the importance of Earth observation for us. And in Earth observation, one of the jewels we have developed is a constellation called Cosmos SkyMed, which is based on an important technology, the technology of synthetic aperture radar.
Yes.
Argentina has a similar program, the Southern program, and I think it was quite natural to get together to try to use together the data that those machines, those satellites produce in such a way that we can share interest and also commercialization in the case this is allowed. With South America, if I may say so, we are particularly proud of having also a special, link with all the countries there, that we know they are looking at us with a certain interest in the process of creating these agencies for South America and the Caribbean. And Argentina is still thinking about it, but what we like is that they look at Italy and the experience of Italian Space Agency as a facilitator for their kicking,
How is Vega C?
Well, Legacy, you saw it.
I saw it, but
smooth, perfect,
amazing for the first. What is the main objective? Because I know that it's improving the performance of Vega, and mostly focus on constellations and even the future space plane from ESA.
Yeah, the space rider. Well, actually, the Vega and Vega C, of course, as an evolution of that, was conceived as a flexible launcher is actually a system. We like to see it as a space transportation system that could be used for single or dual launches, so big satellite, to deliver to a smart dispenser that has been developed and already tested, very small and even micro and nano satellites, serving, if you want, the space economy that needs to facilitate access to space also to very small providers, very newcomers, etc. And as you mentioned, also as the launcher, the preferential launcher for a space transportation system like a Space Rider, which is a reusable space plane, unmanned, of course. That the intention is to develop not only to bring a payload into space and retrieve them, but also to be used as a platform for future important logistic space activities like in-orbit servicing, etc.
How do you see the small launch market? Because Vega C basically is a new rocket, a new powerhouse that is delivering and competing. But we have, even in Europe, we have 2 in Spain, 4 in France, 4 in Germany. How do you perceive this? I know this is going to be a consolidation, but how is the perception of so many companies trying to get to orbit?
I talked before about space economy. Clearly, the fact that there is such an interest from different companies, etc., is the demonstration that there is a vision, and not only an institution, but also a commercial, purely commercial and private vision for the utilization of space in the future. So we need to get there, and I mean, I see a perfect analogy with what happened decades ago with in the civil aeronautical field.
Correct.
Once you know that it's important to get there and to have an easy access, affordable, etc., then the offer increases. This is, in my opinion, only good. Of course, the best machines, the best launch and space transportation are the ones that will attract more interest. So what is essential is to remain among the best producers of new launchers, and that's what we are trying to do with Vega, and I'm sure that other companies are trying to do the same.
Giorgio, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Congratulations on your collaborations and the progress of the Italian Space Agency. I hope we have the chance to talk in the future.
My pleasure.
And good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you. Let's
Thank you so much. Un placer haber hablado con Giorgio. Seguimos en el Centro Espacial Kennedy. Poquitas horas para el lanzamiento de mañana, así que nos vemos pronto.